What's going on, guys? Happy Tuesday. We're back again on Ranked Podcast. We got Grant here, and we also got
Yeah, Elijah. Thanks for tuning back in. We're just gonna, dive into the NBA playoffs, talk about the NBA finals here, I should say. Talk about the possible outcome of some couple people's legacies and just what it would mean for their legacy if they won, what it would possibly mean if they lost in their respective careers, whether they're how early in their career or the tail end like a Chris Paul, and just kind of put a recap on the NBA playoffs as a whole, as this is progressing through.
yeah,
I think we're just going to kind of start out with, game one of the finals,
yeah,
and what we kind of now that we're finally here, what we kind of think, and yeah, I'm interested to hear what you have, what your first thoughts are on the Bucks and the Suns.
yeah, yeah. So off the top, I think first thoughts is just this is crazy that, and congratulations to Chris Paul getting to his first ever finals. Took him 16, 17 years, something like that. I think they said. Um, you know, I think for me, he's at least like top five best point guards of all time, at least in my opinion. But I think this will solidify, and it's probably already solidified by like Hall of Fame. I mean, I think he'll go down as being like top three of all time if he can make this happen. Maybe get to the finals, one or two more times before he calls it good. But yeah, I'm excited to see how Chris Paul going to show up, especially after that game against the Clippers, dropping 41, hitting like 7 threes, something like that. Um, and yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. Excited to see what Devin Booker's gonna do. It's kind of cool. I saw a video that he gave a shout out to Grand Rapids, Michigan. Was talking about that '04 Pistons team and how they helped him fall in love with basketball. And yeah, at least from the Sun side of things, a lot of good storylines. A lot of guys a lot of guys that are there for their first time. I think this is like Jay Crowder's really the only one out of both teams that has like any type of finals experience. So it's going to be a great one for sure.
No, I just to kind of piggyback on what you said about Chris Paul. Chris Paul is one of the players that when I look back, he's been one of the players that I feel like I almost don't remember when he wasn't in the league. Obviously, I watched basketball prior to him entering the league, but he's been around so long, like a LeBron, like that's really it from the Carmelo. Some of those players that have been in the league, approaching 20 years here,
Yeah,
it's pretty incredible. So, I do tip my hat to him that it is awesome, and he was playing with such confidence and such awe about him in that closeout game against the Clippers. He just was just so elevated. He looked like he was on a mission. He looked like somebody that I would not be willing to bet against.
yeah,
And so I think they're gonna leading with him taking the lead as well as Devin Booker stepping in pivotal places and Aiden controlling the paint. I think they're probably gonna take care of business here. And I just it's pretty exciting to kind of see it because he's been one of the players that has been around for so long, and he hasn't had this deep of a playoff run. They would always spin out. Something would he would be a first
hurt.
and third seed in their playoffs, and he would get hurt. The team would get hurt, broken down. So it's kind of good to see it all come together, and I'm excited to see if he can continue the confidence that he's playing with, and yeah, and I like that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think he gonna have the Suns ready. He's had them. I mean, they literally. I think he should have got more credit for the MVP, or at least got maybe like a vote or two, just from like they were getting pretty hot in the bubble last year, but just taking that franchise. I mean, from like ninth, 10th seed to 2 seed in less than a year. I mean, that's pretty good. And Chris Paul, I mean, he's obviously made a huge impact on a lot of different teams that he's played for, and he'll definitely have him ready tonight. And I expect him to be as aggressive as he was last night because this is for all the marbles. So, but yeah, also one.